So now we are going to see jugular venous pressure and pulse. Whenever we say JVP, it means jugular venous pressure and as well as the pulse. So jugular venous pulse is an oscillating top of the distended proximal portion of internal jugular vein, especially the right internal jugular vein. And why it is important? It represents volumetric changes and it faithfully reflects what is happening on the right heart, especially in the right atrium. So the right atrial pressure during the various portions of cardiac cycle is increasing and decreasing according to the phase of cardiac cycle. So JVP is a window to the right heart. As you can see that here, there is a jugular venous column here. Your right ventricular, right atrial pressure is going to tremendously influence your jugular venous pressure. Very critical information and also the clinical information regarding the hemodynamics which is happening in the right atrium, especially the right heart. So these are some of the quotes from the big authors. In the study of venous pulse, we have often direct means of observing the effects of systole and diastole of right auricle and systole and diastole of right ventricle. They say you can monitor the right atrium and right ventricle through the JVP. And precise analysis of cervical venous pulse and measurement of the height of the each wave is not only possible at the bedside and is highly desirable. Although one hardly looks at the jugular venous pressure today, it is very, very important to have a very important crucial information. So we will go with this format. First we look at the anatomy of the jugular veins, which can be an internal jugular vein or the external jugular vein. It can be right side or the left side. So what we are interested is the right internal jugular vein, and that is the right internal jugular vein. Why we are interested in right internal jugular vein is that the right internal jugular vein is in direct communication with the right atrium, whereas your external jugular vein here is a little angled, and it is also in direct communication with the right atrium and superior vena cava, and also it does not have valves. Because it does not have valves, it is going to reflect the true events which are happening in the right atrium. So these are the two important things. We must look at the right internal jugular vein, straight line, and it does not have the valves. So right internal jugular vein is usually associated with both in, as I told you, we have to look at the waveform, which we call as a pulse, and we also measure the venous pulse.